Hey, yo, what's going on, you guys? We got a brand new deck guide for you guys today. But first, we're going to be talking about Daredevil Shadowlands, or Shadowlands Daredevil, which is the brand new Season Pass card that we're going to be highlighting today, as well as the Super Premium Season Pass card of Wilson Fisk we're going to be highlighting today as well. But starting, of course, with Daredevil. Daredevil is a 2/3 on reveal. Add in 3 demons to your deck. Of course, this does shuffle demons into your deck, but whenever you do draw a card that has 6 or more power, Daredevil also gains 2 power as well. Of course, it synergizes with something like an Adam Warlock. It also works with something like King Eitri and some big powered cards. We have 2 different Skaar decks we're going to be talking about today. And then Wilson Fisk also does synergize with this card as well, because Wilson Fisk is a 9 powered card. If you draw it, of course, with Daredevil on the board, gives it that +2. And Fisk also looks at the board to see if you have the highest power on the board. If you and your opponent both have the highest power, of course, Fisk does get discounted to 3 cost, whether you have the highest or if you both have the highest power. And this actually works really, really well. This card feels really, really solid. Daredevil feels pretty good too, but of course, you know, adding deck bloat to your deck always is very interesting. And on top of that, there is a lot of Gambit Horsemen of Death at the moment. A lot of it. So that kind of is what makes this kind of feel a little bit bad at the moment, just because the meta is kind of just maybe in kind of a tough spot for this because of how rampant Gambit is, just being able to nuke, you know, any of these demons and pretty much hit Daredevil, unless you have some cards to be able to block it off, which is why when we were looking at our SkaarNos deck, we actually were running things like armor. And then we have bigger 4-cost cards, which of course can also be hit by Gambit, but are less likely to get hit, of course, if you have more cards on the board. Of course, Strange Supreme is a 2-cost. Daredevil Shadowlands is 2-cost, so those also are some pretty easy targets for Gambit Horsemen of Death to hit, but they can scale very well, especially Strange Supreme, whether it eats the stones or it eats the demons, is really good for Skaar value. And then you have a bunch of other just big cards with Ares, Crossbones, Cole Obsidian, and Sasquatch as just big cards to be able to play down to get Skaar value. Of course, playing out as many stones as possible allows you to potentially play Sasquatch on another turn, because Sasquatch, of course, looks at the previous turn to see how many cards you played in order to get that kind of, you know, bump there. Of course, you have King Eitri to either draw your stones. You really want to use it to draw the demons from Daredevil, but not bad to draw stones to continue to get some of this curve and thin out your deck a bit more is kind of the thought process there. Cosmo to stop on reveals, and armor to protect yourself against the Gambit Horsemen of Death is kind of, you know, the thought process there. One of the other decks I was playing was kind of a version of ShoddowHawk, which is kind of, you know, a mill discard kind of hand disruption style deck. Of course, also adding rocks into your opponent's deck to give you some Darkhawk value and potentially offset some of the draws they're trying to have. You have a bunch of big cards here to give you Fisk value, a lot of cards over 6 or 7 power in order to get Daredevil value. Of course, it does not check ongoing cards. So if you do draw Darkhawk and Darkhawk has 10 or more power or 7 or more power, Daredevil Shadowlands only looks at that base 3 power. It does not look at the ongoing, because ongoing power isn't there until it hits the board. So, you know, just kind of keep that in mind when you're, you know, looking at this list. Moon Knight has been pretty good into a lot of these Mother Ascani matchups too, being able to discard some of the discounted cards or hit Mother Ascani before they can do some of that Mother Ascani stuff has been nice. But of course, this also has some cheaper cards, so Gambit Horsemen of Death kind of does do its thing. It's just a card that's kind of, you know, maybe not problematic, but just everywhere right now and super annoying and maybe feels problematic when it comes to Gambit Horsemen of Death. So it's kind of, you know, playing around that and knowing your matchups with this list. The next list we also have is going to be a rock version of it, which I actually like the rock version probably a bit more, because with Daredevil, of course, you're adding cards to the deck, but my opponents weren't really playing a lot of Daredevil, so Darkhawk maybe didn't feel the best because I wasn't running into a lot of Daredevil matchups because everyone's playing Victoria Hand Gambit, but you're running rocks in here, so rocks are also rough into those matchups. But if you're not running into those, you have a lot of ways to get that power on the board, a bunch of different tokens to be able to get Mockingbird value. You have Luna for ramp, big cards in here to, you know, buff your Daredevil as well, which is something that I really enjoyed with this list. And also still more of that like hand disruption with that Moon Knight and Black Bolt that I really also enjoyed to be able to kind of maybe offset some combos for your opponents. But the deck that actually brought me the greatest success last night is going to be this one right here, which is Techno-Organic Virus Sauron with Daredevil Shadowlands. It is a Skaar deck. You have a bunch of big cards, a lot of big power, and you're running Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock actually feels really solid with Daredevil Shadowlands, especially when you have bigger bodies, allowing you to be able to draw more cards. And Martyr. You have Martyr over here, which of course you're using Zero or you're using Techno-Organic Virus on Martyr, so Martyr does not lose you the game. because Martyr will lose you the game, but if you play it onto an Adam Warlock, it gives you some good value earlier on in the game to be able to set up some tempo later on to draw more cards, have more of your deck at hand to be able to play. There's a world where maybe you don't want to run Ares because you're drawing so many cards on the right tempo, but at the same time, maybe you are still playing Ares because you have put cards into your deck for Daredevil Shadowlands, drawing more cards, 6 power cards to be able to have that extra power for Ares to get value as well, as kind of, you know, the general thought process here. But yeah, that's going to be the gist of the decks that we have been working with from the climb we've had so far. We're in the mid to high 80s at the moment, but we're going to jump right into some gameplay from stream, which we're going to go over each of these decks and showcase some gameplay from all 4 of them. So definitely check it out. And then, yeah, we're going to jump right into it, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Go Strange Drax, maybe? Is Stardust with it? Repent? Yo, what's going on, Cool? How are you doing, bro? I think Stardust is pretty good, but it depends on what else you are missing. Depends on what else you are missing. We do get all of our stones here. Or not all, but a lot of our stones. Surfer. Surfer. Kind of wouldn't mind a Drax getting eaten. Mother Escani. Woo! Woo! Good old Mother Escani is great for us, right? Alright, so we're gonna do Space Stone Ares. They blink it out for Star-Lord or Sarah. Okay, that's... Oh my gosh. Cosmo, please! That's not Cosmo. Not Cosmo, but... Let's do that. Let's do that. Ooh, Carter. Shaw. Surfer. Into Carter. Sweet. Into Surfer. Ooh, that's not great. But Drax better. Drax, good things! Let's go! Sweet. And that's why we held on to the Reality Stone that period of time as well. But, what's going on, B-Doggy Dog? Alright, we go Time Stone off Rips. Pretty nice. We have Drax. We do have Power Stone. What can we get going? Graham Central. I'm going to go Mind into Power Left. Just got Surge from the bonus track. Yo, let's go, Nick. That's awesome. Adam. Ooh. We're getting a little cheeky out here, huh? Extra energy. All right, so we go. Yeah, what's going on, Pop? How you doing, bro? I'm going to go Drax into... space, or do I go let's go Drax into King Eitri in case I draw Daredevil. How we going? Jay in the building as well. There's the Daredevil. 0? Okay, so they're playing the Techno-Organic Virus version. They did draw a card. They snapped me. I still have Soulstone in my deck. I could do... Do I need Sasquatch there? This gives me a bunch of big power. I think we're doing this. They are going to draw a card. Soulstone. Ares gives me big power. They go Murder into Fisk. Okay. That's fair. They do draw that. I can go Cole. How do I want to do this? If I go Cole space, I think you can get Reality Stone. Or do I even want to? I mean, I guess this messes with their draws. I think we'll go Cole space and then kind of see what happens. Cole space. We get Thanos. They Demon Stardust. Okay. They didn't draw a bigger card. Not a bigger card drawn. And I could go... If I go Sasquatch right... Or no, if I go Sasquatch middle... And it would be Strange Supreme left. Or what if it's actually Sasquatch middle, Strange Supreme right? So then Drax can go wherever they want. That seems pretty good. I don't think I can snap back. I think they leave if I snap back. But I think it's this. This Strange Supreme. They Techno. All right. Into Cosmic. And Strange Supreme wins the game. Sweet. That works. That will of things I wanted to do. Another Scar could be sick. Could be sick. Fogwells. Where was it? Was it? No, not that one. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Storm. That's what we're playing. Gotcha. Galacta. So the question is... Another Scar. Do I want another Scar? I mean, I could just play Crossbones and then King Eitri. Or, I mean, this wins one. So, like, the thing is, this wins that lane. I could get a Skaar to play. I just don't have anything else. So, like, that lane is good. And then I have to play... I guess I could do Skaar, Sasquatch things. They brood. And then... I say, how can you fill enough? They have Shaw got hit by Storm. Shaw is 7 plus 2 is 9. They have 9, they go to 27. 27 plus 8 is 35. Could be like this here. Oh yeah, Skaar does get eaten as well. That is another good point. So if they play Surfer here, Surfer let's say it's 4 power, they're going up another 5 here. Or not 5, they go up another 6, they go to 15. I know Skaar's getting eaten. Carter, Surfer. Okay. Yum. That'll also work. Alright, and then Death, which we've been talking about already. Just because Gambit is really rough for this matchup specifically. Because, I mean, I don't have any protection for my cheaper cards. So, like, yeah, my Daredevil scales, but, like, Gambit, Horseman of Death. That Gambit? What? Or not what Gambit, that Daredevil? What Daredevil, right? So, that's something to think about. Of course, Moon Knight into Proxima isn't half bad. So I like that. Or, like, if we can hit, like, a Mother of Skani. Hitting a Mother of Skani also could be a feels good, too. The Rise of Kyra. Man. Maybe. I think you just play Armor. You play Armor. Kyra just feels still so weird like that. Even though she is a 3/5. It just feels weird. Also, like, hello? Derek? Hello? Hello? Fly, is this your homie? Is the goat? Okay. King E3, Makari. I feel like... What? Wait, what? I'm the one punished? I'm sorry. It skipped 2 of my turns. Like, almost skipped 2 of my turns. That's crazy. That's crazy. Sebastian Shaw. They might be running Killmonger in this game. Sarah would not be surprised by a Killmonger. So I don't know. Viv. Is it Surfer Chameleon? Surfer. That's not enough. Sweet. You think there's Red Guardian, there's no Killmonger? Maybe. No Killmonger there was really great for us. And the direction. We literally, like, I think we have seen very few Darkhawk decks. Not Darkhawk. Very few Daredevil Shadowlands decks. Very, very few. Get Fisk. They have Iron Patriot. I can get Fisk down left. 5 auto losses in Grand Arena. Oh, I'm so sorry, my friend. Luna. Snap into Darkhawk. Seems pretty decent. I don't think they have anything over 13. They jug. Let's see. Surprise jug for sure. Cosmic Ghost Rider's fine. Do I need all this power? Actually, I could fully just go boom. Yeah, that just wins. Hey, Gladiator. Is that Killmonger? Armor. Okay. That will work as well. Lechugia's nice. Could get some Cassandra Nova value there. Martyr. Kiln. Adam. That's pretty good for them. Yeah, the cup on the green screen is kind of funky. Kind of funky. Do we ever cast? I think we actually are we're gonna cast right. 0 Maul. King Eitri. Which also, this is good for Black Bolt and pretty much most of these cards here. We get a big demon. I'm going to do that. Stardust. Well. Well. They now have to play left here. I'm like forcing them to play left. They techno into Starbrand. This should just be a dub for me. But I can't snap it. Cannot. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, this is a huge Dark Hawk. Oh my word. Okay, they drew one card. That's fine. Yoink. Thank you. Huge, bro. Let's see. We get... What do we get? The Hood. Leader does not add the Thanos for them. I don't have a way to get rid of this Hood. I don't have a way to get rid of it. Wakanda. Get a Daredevil. Let's go Daredevil left. Into Debris middle. They Witch. Aunt May's. I'll go Debris. What are they playing? We do get to play Mockingbird next turn. Gambit! Oh, man. Oh, boy. Does Shadow King? Of course it does. Of course it does. Why would it not? Valentina, Nico, Quinjet. I blink out. If I blink out Luna, I do get whatchamacallit? Blinking out Luna, I would get either Ozzy or Fisk. We get rid of their Debris. Get Mockingbird, they go Hood. Into Misery. Oh, that's gross. So Gambit is going to go off here. It's just something to note. Erikari, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the kingdom. I haven't procced it yet. This gives me either Moon Knight, Sandstorm, or Fisk. I could also do that, and that. What am I doing here? If I do this, we're playing against Gambit getting procced by 2 6-drops. It's a 50-50 for either Fisk or Moon Knight with... Actually, no, it's not 50-50, but I think it's this. They Demon, Hulk, Gambit hits, my Demon, my Gambit, and do I win Breakers? Yes. Sweet, we wanted it to hit the hood, and it did hit the hood. Phantom. Alright. But I should have just played left anyways. I guess I was worried about like a Carter. Left on the Agony is kind of like my thought process. Asteroid M. We do have Debris. Debris would move middle. They Herbie. The Herbmeister, you say? Central Park. What do I want to do? Do I want to go Luna into Black Bolt? I think so. I think it's Luna, Black Bolt left. Now we're hoping to not have Prio. Or if we, or no, we're hoping to have Prio. Drax, Jin. Okay. I'll go Black Bolts. And then Thing. Okay, so this is a Jin. The Jin. Yo, pair it with 30 streams in a row. My dude. Thank you for 30 streams in a row, my guy. 30 streams is sick. Yeah, let's do this. This is the Aurora deck. I do lose one, but I gain one. It's kind of like the thought process there. Man-Thing hurts. Mysterio. Go Jin. Okay, so it's going to be a... Hit the smaller card, please. It hits the smaller card. Guys, here's 5 card I always wanted. Yo, let's go. Love you so much too, Desmond. That is so awesome. That is so awesome, man. All right. If I go... What am I doing here? They're adding at least another 6 power here. They're going to 26. This is 18. $26. I think we just lose. We just lose to Aurora. They can't... Well, we beat Luke. The Rock would be more than a Jin there. See if they beat... If they Luke here. They Luke. And Cosmo. Okay. There we go. They did not have the Aurora. So we played around that perfectly. We played around the Aurora perfectly. It's Tuck here. They were emote spamming last time. We got the Shadowlands Camp. Lehigh gives me Thor. We do have Fisk. That's true. You've never seen me and Cam in the same room, Blake. Very, very true. All right, we'll go this into Misty. Oh yeah, I forgot they're playing Affliction Evo. Affliction Evo, which means if they don't afflict anything, I mean, it's like Polaris, right? Yeah. Polaris. I'm going to go... Let's get Fisk on the right. They go Cyclops. They haven't floated. If I go... Let's do... Debris. I don't know. This is funky. I could also go... Tuck and Obama in the same room. Bro, what is happening? What is happening? The Thing? I go Black Bolt. They can still play what's his face middle. I hate this for us. Go Black Bolt. It's Wave Ajax. Oh, and Ice Cube's gonna go away. Ice Cube goes away, takes away Ajax value. They got high Evo down. Okay. We get stature. So how do I win? Ajax right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ajax is 10. They go to 28. I lose 2. I'm at 11. I beat not Ajax. I beat Laufey right. I'm thinking of Laufey. Yeah, Laufey right is 5. Unless Tao Lao. If Tao Lao hit Laufey, I'm cooked. Tao Lao hit Laufey, I'm cooked. Yo, let's go, Kaba. Tao Lao never hits Laufey. Cool. All right. That'll work. Did Tao Lao actually hit Laufey? I think Tao Lao did hit Laufey too. Pacha, I'm so sorry. That deck is so based. That is so based. So I apologize that I did that. I love that multiple man deck. Like, it is so much fun. I think we're just doing that. Is that not my dance in the background? No. My son is starting to wake up a little bit. Wake up. Monster Island. To get Luna. I'm gonna go Daredevil. Probably go Oof. These locations. I'm getting, like, these locations are so bad for me, like, in general, in a lot of these games here. Not all of them, but like. So just this, I think. Magic. Oh, good gravy. Okay. Welp. Welp. Let's see what we can do here. Wow. I guess forcing them to contest here, potentially. Potentially, but I think we might just be fried. Sage, strong guy. Yeah, this is a Killmonger deck. This is a Killmonger deck, so that left location is not going to be lasting for us. Daggum. They have 9 energy. They have 5 cards in hand. Killmonger right is enough to win. Or no, Killmonger right's not enough to win. Is it just Typhoid Techno? Is it? Shadow King, Hit Monkey, Surfer. Oh, that's not enough. Cool, no Killmonger. No Killmonger helps. All right. What do we got here? Go Martyr. Martyr into the Daredevil. Oh, Moshpit's cool. Go Daredevil into Adam. Oh, this is a really good start for us here. They're snapping. What if we spread our power a little bit? Let's spread the power. Iron Fist. Raptors. Let's do that. Let's do that. Human Torch. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Next giveaway will be in like 10-ish minutes. In like 10 minutes. Let's do that. Thank you, brother KM Best. The Beast. I have not said it. Avocado. Oh, man. Oh, man. Can I play? I can't play both outright. Force them to disappear. I have only played Slay the Spire that one night. I have not played it again since. A flight attendant sent me a post about the other guys. Like the other guys, the movie. That movie is goated. That is goated. Less power for Sage, right? If they Sage. If they Ghost Spider, I think it is. I think it is this. That's so great, bro. Adam could win us the game. We could also draw some stuff. Yeah, I need to watch Daredevil tonight as well. But Slay was so much fun. I actually did play Slay the Spire the other day off stream. And that game is awesome. Really, really awesome. Yeah, we did get Daredevil pretty big here. Which also, if Adam goes off again, there's a world where Daredevil also grows again. They torch. Ghost Spider middle. Vulture and Ice Cube. And we draw another card. Yo, GG's, Cosmos. GG's. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys stuck around to the very end, let me know down below. What are your guys' thoughts on Daredevil? What are your guys' thoughts on Gambit and Fisk? Maybe Karen Page. Maybe you played Karen Page. I haven't played like any Karen Page because I don't think Karen Page is a good card. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong about Karen Page. But let me know down below what your guys' thoughts are on the meta, on the new season so far. And yeah, definitely feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. It's been real. God bless, and Tucker out.